Reddit user still_krich had a not so good day at work, sharing with all the girlies that she, and I quote, learned that a manager at my work thinks I'm dumber than a box of rocks. Luckily, I don't have to interact with him too much, and I know he's just a miserable man. Still sucks though. End quote. So that night, understandably void of emotional bandwidth and any desire to cook a real meal, she ripped herself up a no-fuss plate that fully embodies the chaotic energy of what we call girl dinner, which I feel like often resembles something along the lines of charcuterie designed by a 5-year-old. But girl dinner can be anything really.
Anything as long as it's super low effort. Like that's literally one of the rules of the girl dinner.
The GirlDinner subreddit, where the girlies go to share their last-minute, low-effort, feebly attempted feral mess of a plate they threw together and called girl dinner. Hell yeah. The deeper we dive into this feed, the more I want to give some of these girls like a high five, and then others like a hug.
Yeah, you're talking like a comforting embrace. Like someone check in on this girl, she is not doing okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. Why don't you give everyone a rundown on what we're doing today?
Today we're going to be recreating 10 different meals posted to the GirlDinner subreddit, trying them, and then, wait, what's a really funny way that we could rate these girl dinners as? Like, I'm thinking if we did it from the perspective of like bros.
So you don't want to just like tier list it or like
Boring. I feel like it'd be funnier.
But it's so blatantly millennial. That's gonna be so cringe. If we try to like bro out,
I want to hate myself when I look back on this footage. So we're gonna be just
I gotta pump.
You need muscles to pump.
Yeah, buddy! Wait!
Feel pumped up yet? Gotta earn respect from the bros.
All right, so like what?
We gotta come up with something. Like something along the lines of, is it gas or is it? But we gotta be more creative than that. We gotta get original. What would it be?
Several bad puns later.
I got it.
You got something?
I got it.
Hit me. So we're gonna be determining whether we think that these girl dinners are dope or and we're gonna be determining whether we think that these girl dinners are dope or if they're cope.
Yeah, buddy!
Oh, that's really bad.
Can't do it.
I don't think this is working.
Yeah. We need a new idea. Now we're just gonna run with it. I've already got a critique. I think that if we put the cheese in the turkey and rolled it up, a little bit more practical, but I do like that they are presenting the cheese. I think that is a little bit more for the community.
So far, I'm all about all of the ingredients though. You know, like the pickles, the deli meats. So like this is great.
Girl dinner. Big thing I learned already. They love pickles.
Oh yeah, they really love pickles and they like their cheese. And they're representing the shredded cheese community. I'm all about just like open up the fridge, open up the bag of shredded cheese, pops them in. You know, it doesn't even have to be paired with the turkey.
So far, I'm into this meal. I got no complaints.
Oh look, see, they basically made cheese tacos. I guess this is kind of for the bros. It's a little high protein taco. Remove the carbs. I'm not against it. You can't go wrong. Shredded cheese and some processed meat. I'm taking another one. I like this enough where I'm gonna eat more.
It's a great back and forth too. You eat that, then you go back to the pickle, nice and acidic. The real important thing to note here is this would come together incredibly fast and do exactly what you want it to do.
It is, in fact, a low-effort meal. Everyone has this stuff in their fridge all the time. Who doesn't have some popcorn bags in their pantry, you know?
Pour some out. Preferably not on the plate, because they're gonna get all of the pickle juice and the turkey stuff. Here's the thing too, adding popcorn to a meal, great move. You get a lot of duration out of popcorn, you know?
So far, I've got no complaints on this entire meal, other than the fact that I would house it in 3 seconds.
In their defense, we're sharing this right now.
That is true.
It might feel like a little bit more if we didn't, but we had one shot with each of these plates. That was the goal. We only get to recreate one plate. But I think with the fact that we're fanboying over this meal, our judgment is gonna be pretty obvious. It's dope. You tell that manager, he can suck it. This one is deceptively not self-explanatory.
Yeah, because I was looking at it and I wasn't quite sure of either of the components.
There are 2 components.
Yeah.
And I'm confused by both. And we weren't the only ones. I thought these were olives, then I realized they were grapes. I need to understand what people like about olives. those are grapes. Have people never had grapes and cheese before? At least his cheddar slice is not American. Okay, I thought this was American, so I rescind my previous comment. So now that we've cleared that up, it's time to get assembling, which is basically the girl dinner version of cooking. And I respect it. Now this is Reddit user Never Was Always Sam's, and I quote, "Girl who always has the munchies but no food, kebab." And I'd argue she's also an artist, cause I can't get this cheese to stop ripping. I give up. I cannot believe that skewer did not work the first time.
How?
It seemed so simple.
Yeah.
But let's just go with the next simplest option. Fear not, boys, and more importantly, girls, we're going to revisit that skewer in a bit. But first, we're gonna tackle this girl breakfast that most certainly will have the bros shaking in their Adidas Yeezy foam runners, for not a single gram of protein seems to be present here.
Did I make this girl dinner? Potatoes, blueberry muffin. Like 99% of my diet is potatoes, and my favorite food is blueberry muffins. Whoever you are, you're my dream girl.
I tell you what, I like what I'm looking at.
Yeah, let's try these hash browns.
Yeah.
These things are mad greasy, dude.
Yeah, well, I did fry them in a skillet.
I'll tell you what. Oh, that's good though. No, man, you cooked those up right. My one critique was gonna be to have a sauce on hand. It doesn't even need it. The amount of oil that you used in that pan is the sauce. These things are steaming though.
Yeah. I don't know how you're cooking your hash brown, but cook it like that.
Well, hers were Trader Joe's, ours are Great Values. So maybe you just like leveled up the Great Value ones to be on the same level as the Trader Joe's ones. I'm gonna crack open this Red Bull. We're still starting this experience. I think I'm gonna need some caffeine. Yeah. And sugar. A bold move with the full sugar Red Bull. Is this girl breakfast or is this girl dinner? I'm pretty sure that they're breaking the rules. Well, I think the post did say girl breakfast. Let me get another sip of that. No, not bad. I haven't had a Red Bull in a long time, but I do drink energy drinks every day, so not bad. You made a good choice with the blueberry. There's a reason why that's my favorite food, and that's because it hits every single time. Let me tell you what though. You got savory with this hash brown, and it's fried. You got sweet and baked. You've got a liquid to wash it all down. This person, they've got it made. And you've got a ton of carbs, and you've got caffeine. And she was calling it girl breakfast. I think she's doing it right. I don't think this is gonna come as a surprise. It's dope for a girl dinner breakfast. All right, we had to go rogue on 2 items on this plate, but nothing too crazy. We stuck as close to home as possible. Did we technically go rogue on 3 of these items? Bruh. We're working with what we've got. That's literally the essence of girl dinner, you know? Which I'd argue is not only necessary, but actually an optimal approach when you're in the middle of moving, which is exactly where this Reddit girlie was at when she posted this meal. I'll tell you what, just right out the gate, this is my picture perfect depiction of girl dinner. Dude, I'm all about this. I love everything about this plate right here, but I do have one question. Where do you start? I think everyone would say something different about how they would attack this plate. So I guess comment below how you would attack this plate, because I'm not really sure where most people would stand, but I'm gonna start with the chips. I'm going for the thing that I've had least often in recent years, which is what we went for, sour cream and onion potato chips. Excellent chip. If horseradish and chive is anything like sour cream and onion, 2 thumbs up from me. Let's get into the entree. You go for that. I'm gonna take a bite of this Colby Jack cheese. I can't tell you the last time I had this. I'm an American cheese guy. Ridicule me if you want, but I like it. Nothing to complain about with the cheese. I've said it before, I will say it again. A Smucker's Uncrustable is the perfect ratio of peanut butter and jelly. And I love that they specified that it was a grape variety, because we've come around to the grape peanut butter and jelly. We grew up on strawberry peanut butter and jelly. We were all about that. And in recent years have come around on the grape. We did a full peanut butter sandwich side-by-side comparison showdown video a long time ago, where we side-by-sided the strawberry peanut butter and jelly and the grape peanut butter and jelly. And wouldn't you know it, grape came out on top. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm just gonna squirt some into my mouth and see how it feels.
Yeah, boy.
I detest that. You know what? This girl dinner was hitting. I was all about it, but this definitely knocks it down a couple notches. But this could save the day. Yeah. They've got chocolate and cheese. You know exactly where I'm going with this girl dinner.
supremely dope, and actually could be classified as a meal of sorts, unlike this pairing, which I deem a snack at best. Which girl dinner often is just an assortment of snacks if we're being honest, but we're not judging. You know how I feel about this. This has got to be one of my most polarizing qualities, but I absolutely love cottage cheese.
He's not kidding. He eats a lot of cottage cheese. I mean a lot of it. He mixes it into his chicken, broccoli, and rice. He's become a gym bro over the past year and a half that we haven't been uploading on this channel.
Bro, it is what it is. But let me tell you, when I saw this, I had to jump at the opportunity because I also love mixed nuts. So this person, they're speaking my language right now.
I feel like whoever created it, she's a gym girly. You know, she's doing her lifts.
No, Nate, she's on her period.
And I gotta say this too before we get into this. I don't like the idea of sharing cottage cheese with someone, but we're doing it anyways.
We're going opposite sides of the wall.
Yeah, it's not bad. I feel like it meets the criteria of girl dinner, where it was unthinkably simple. It did not take much effort. I will say, I don't eat nuts and cottage cheese, but I can get down with it. I don't really eat a lot of stuff with cottage cheese. I'm not as much of a cottage cheese guy as Pete is, but I never really thought about putting nuts with cottage cheese, and I'm into it. The bites with the almond, that's where it's shining. See, I like the cashew.
Plot twist, we're calling cope, which is fair given her situation. There are so many ways to cook a hot dog. You can't really do it wrong, but those are definitely boiled or microwaved. Toss them on the grill and we've got boy dinner, no doubt. But not for this 33-year-old female who threw this plate together after being dumped. Love sucks, she writes, before continuing to share how she went to a friend's Christmas bonfire and was told by her now ex that he isn't ready for a relationship after giving it her all, supporting him, and having his back. Well, let me tell you, Reddit user TaskRate4119, his loss. You look like you make a mean grilled cheese and he doesn't deserve one. I hope you're thriving and enjoyed this meal. However, we do have something very important to address.
Having popcorn touching wet hot dogs is absolutely criminal. I'm horrified. Spam the comments with the word criminal. I'm that upset by this.
You cannot put popcorn on the same plate as a wet hot dog.
No, I guess I'm just gonna start there. Just get the worst part of it over. It literally is already wet.
I went for an unadulterated bite. But here's the problem. I'm also extremely excited that grilled cheese showed up on this plate.
I also haven't had a hot dog in a really long time, so I'm not really mad about the opportunity to try a hot dog after this long.
I love the commitment to using the bread for a grilled cheese and not using it for the hot dog.
I didn't even consider that.
There is no bread for the hot dog, but we got a grilled cheese on the plate, and I'm going for it right now.
All right. That's a good grilled cheese, man. Oh, thank you. You cooked that in the cast iron, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Oh, that's how you want it.
Oh, that's real good.
Can we talk about the fact that I use a cast iron skillet in this video, which is gonna make me seem like a seasoned chef? I'm pretty sure that that's my third time using it. I got it for Christmas.
Pete's actually quite intimidated by the cast iron. He's kind of scared of using it because of the first time that he used it when he actually burned like a bunch of eggs to the bottom of the cast iron.
I did find out that eggs are an expert level cast iron cook. You gotta know what you're doing to make the eggs right.
Not to completely ignore you.
Ignore
but
me.
I do have a little bit of bread left over. Maybe this was the plan.
We don't know. We didn't see her eat the dinner.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I don't believe that that's what she was doing, but she should have done it.
Am I loving this plate?
I think I take back everything I said about her being a criminal.
She did commit the most sinful act of the video so far, with the popcorn and the hot dogs touching. But away from that, this is slaying.
I can't stop eating it.
I gotta try that bite now with the grilled cheese and the hot dog. I don't think I should do mustard.
I'm gonna finish it.
Should you do it?
I'm gonna do the whole thing.
I'll do it. I'll join you.
Is this my favorite meal so far? There's some fun things you can do with this plate.
The 3 hot dogs too. The commitment to 3 dogs and a grilled cheese. This girl's got a good appetite. I respect it.
I think I like her.
Yeah. You know what? I know exactly what I'm giving. Dope as hell. we love you. Now, I have never in my life had to debate whether something was pineapple or potato before. And we certainly weren't the only ones confused by this. Some even argued that pineapple would have been an upgrade. But we've got potatoes, boiled. Hers, likely yellow, we had white. So seeing we were already buying enough ingredients for this video to survive on Girl Dinner for like the next month, we figured we'd just use the ones we already had. I have so many feelings surrounding this plate.
Yeah, call the cops. we might need them to show up to do a wellness check on this one. This is bad.
I'll tell you what though, pro China. I mean, we went China, but
I don't know if hers was China. It just looked extra girly, and this is all we had that seemed somewhat comparable.
But I love for the commitment to such an atrocious looking meal, she went for a pretty plate.
It's like, honestly, it's pretty cute.
Okay, good for you.
Okay, I'm gonna try the potato first. I mean, it's a boiled potato.
I don't know if we already mentioned it. 90% sure hers were yellow.
Yeah.
We had white. I think it's fine. The problem being, and I know that a number of other people had this same issue, there did not seem to be an ounce of seasoning on those potatoes. The food I feed my cats has more seasoning than this. Not one sprinkle of pepper? Are you allergic to seasoning, or why do you hate flavor? So yeah, we're all perplexed. But hey, she's claiming it tastes good.
Another thing I also know that we did mention is the fact that like 95% of my diet is potatoes. And so this is actually feeling like quite a downgrade from what I typically eat because of the lack of seasoning.
Now, we did salt them out of self-respect, but that's the furthest we went with it. But I do love boiled potatoes.
Yeah, I think the biggest critique I have to this so far is where's the sauce? We need something, because I just took a bite of this tuna. If you're just eating tuna straight out the can or the pouch and you've got no like condiment or anything,
That's rough stuff, yeah.
you need help.
I've got to do it.
I think I'm gonna try it combined and see if maybe that's where she was going with this, because I've never eaten tuna and potato combined.
I'll tell you what, tuna did not come up on the Girl Dinner feed much.
You know what did show up a lot? Sardines.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of sardines on there, and that one's a new one for me. That one had me scratching my head pretty good.
Well, like a can of tuna. I feel like that's very boy dinner.
I will say, the fact that these are boiled potatoes definitely worked to moisten the oddly dry tuna to some degree. I don't know how I feel about this.
This is a sad part. I think I know exactly where I have to put this or how I have to rate this. The scary part is this is the closest thing to what I eat. Like I'm pretty sure that I've eaten this at dinner time a number of times. So I'm absolutely horrified to have to class its cope. Big time. Do you want to say it?
No.
Me either.
I don't want to say it, but I've got to say it. That egg yolk is in fact runny, so that's exactly how we had to cook it.
It's also how I like it. So I'm considering myself blessed for the fact that delightful helper 9204 didn't follow through with her original dinner plans, since she, and I quote, didn't feel like cooking the rice, beans, and ground meat that I had planned on making, so I made breakfast for dinner instead. 1 egg and 5 sausages isn't enough to fill me, so I grabbed tuna and crackers to fill me up. End post. So I guess I've got to take back that tuna statement I made earlier, but here it is.
I won't lie, I absolutely loathe the idea of sharing this egg with you.
A single egg is not something to be shared. In her defense, she's not sharing it. But I do love that she went for breakfast.
Yeah, no, this is fun. Well, it's kind of brunch. We kind of got like a lunch thing going on here. We kind of got a breakfast thing going on here. This is like a nice little girl brunch.
Breakfast sausage is something I have exactly 1 time a year. It's like stuffing on Thanksgiving. I have stuffing on Thanksgiving and I love it, and then I wait 364 days till I get to have it again.
Breakfast sausage with Christmas breakfast.
Exactly.
It's like the 1 time a year where I eat breakfast sausage.
So thank you for making this a special day for me.
Okay. I know that these Ritz crackers are intended for the tuna, but maybe she was doing a little breakfast sandwich. Maybe do a breakfast Sammy here.
I'm down to see it.
I'm gonna give it a shot. A little Ritz cracker breakfast Sammy.
I'll die on this hill.
A Ritz cracker can be eaten with anything. Funny enough though, it doesn't embody breakfast sandwich to any degree.
Well, I let you have it for that reason. I didn't have high hopes.
You know what about ranch tuna? I've definitely never had ranch tuna before, but she had bacon ranch tuna. I've never seen bacon ranch tuna, and I was actually very excited to give that a shot, but again, Walmart did not have bacon ranch tuna.
So we're going ranch. I think it's comparable.
Oh, it doesn't look good.
Tuna makes so much sense for girl dinner because it's a very just run and gun kind of thing. But let me tell you, tuna isn't something I ever thought I'd eat on camera.
Putting ranch in there, I'm telling you, it's giving me the ick a little bit.
I took a bite. I did my duty for this video.
Oh my God, that's awful.
And I will be happy to never eat that again. I must eat another sausage.
Couldn't get it down. I'm trying so hard, man. I don't have any, I need a drink. I single bite that sausage. Oh. Okay, this was going in one direction and it took a quick turn.
If you left the ranch tuna out, I was gonna have rave reviews. I was gonna have a lot of good things to say. Here's my problem. Here's my dilemma, okay? If they have that bacon ranch tuna and they like it and they're reaching for it regularly and they incorporated it onto the plate intentionally, I'm worried for this person.
Oh my God.
If they didn't know what they were getting themselves into, like I didn't, they get the pass. Well, she says she eats these tuna packets and crackers at least twice a day. So that's probably not a good sign.
That was bad.
Anyways, we're supposed to be talking about this meal as a whole complete thought. How do we feel, man?
This is tough.
Overall, it's dope, but it's not without its flaws. So we're turning to sad-bluebird-4918 to help recover our violated palates. Now, unlike Miss Tuna Potatoes Girly, we're finally getting our pineapple in. Exactly 5 chunks accompanied by some wine, and that right there, my friends, is a girl dinner if I've ever seen one. What do we even say about this one, man?
Dude, I don't think there's much to say. I think if you swapped out the wine for like juicy juice, I could swear that my 8-year-old nephew created this thing. This looks exactly like something he'd dive into.
Let me tell you what, the corn dog, it speaks boy dinner to me, but I'm happy about it.
That's what I'm saying about the whole nephew created this thing. It's not really speaking girl dinner to me, but the wine, it takes it into girl dinner territory, and holy crap, that pineapple was amazing. That's like dessert.
Nailed the selection of that pineapple. I'm ready for that corn dog. You can take the first bite.
Honestly, hell yeah.
Brace for impact, people. We're twins. We live together. We do everything together. We're sharing a corn dog now.
Huge corn dog fan. 10 out of 10 on this plate just for the corn dog. I do absolutely detest wine, but I'm gonna give it a shot for the content. I don't want to wash down the great flavor of that corn dog with this. Man.
Okay, let's address the wine now. One, we know that she had red. We had white.
I'll be honest, I had absolutely no idea where that came from.
Me neither.
I don't know where that came from. I don't know how long it's been in here, but it was somehow in our apartment. And so we just decided to use that.
It's definitely been here a long time. And that's because we don't drink wine. I'm sorry to break it to you, ladies. I don't think that anybody's disappointed in that reason.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave the wine to the girlies and I'll just eat the corn dogs.
I'll tell you what though, if there's one meal I'm prepared to finish, with the exception of the wine, it's the corn dog and pineapple. What an epic combination.
This is a great plate. Honestly, if we made our 8-year-old nephew edit and turned that to juicy juice, this would be a 11 out of 10 meal. I'd be all about it. I know exactly where I stand on this one, man.
Dope. You knew it.
Look, we did have to buy an ungodly amount of groceries for this video, and so obviously we were bound to forget something.
Which is particularly wild that the something Nate just mentioned was a Boston cream donut. So for these two dessert fiends, that is a genuine tragedy. But at least this pregnant member of the Girl Dinners community, currently in her first trimester and incapable of stomaching most things, she enjoyed that, and I quote, yummy chocolate donut filled with vanilla custard.
My one question here is how she expected to use that one slice of Laughing Cow cheese for her entire pretzel.
Her pretzel was bigger than ours too.
Yeah, I need like 400% of the amount of cheese that was in that picture.
Now let me ask you, do we get to eat the Laughing Cow? Because she did say in her post that she didn't end up eating it because the idea of it made her nauseous. And I think that's because she's pregnant.
I think that we still get to eat the Laughing Cow because this is still the girl dinner.
Okay.
You know?
And we did forget the donut. And I will say, I absolutely love the concept here. The soft cheese, the actual soft pretzel, the chips. If we had a Boston cream donut to round this out, I think that this could be top tier.
Dude, I freaking love girl dinner. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This video has proved to me I'm all about it.
Let me ask you a question though. if this was your dinner, because this definitely comes across as like a snack.
Well, most of my lunches are technically girl dinner. I'm not really one of those like trying to get the 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight kind of guys. And so most of my lunches are like a slice of cheese, a banana, a cup of Greek yogurt, a piece of bread. It's kind of a girl dinner type thing. You trying the soft pretzel now?
Absolutely. I will try on its own. If you add a Laughing Cow to a meal, I would definitely argue that automatically goes in girl dinner. Because Laughing Cow is such a convenient little individual serving slice of cheese.
Yeah. I didn't see any Laughing Cow with Ritz crackers. I feel like that would be a real girl dinner thing. But there was a lot of like brie and crackers and stuff like that. Hell yeah.
Was this the only soft pretzel we came across?
I don't remember, but I think so.
That was incredibly low effort.
That's a great thing to have around. Wow. Yeah, there's just a super pretzel that you keep in the freezer. That's a nice combo. Gotta try the water. You know what? Even with the lack of donut and the fact that I wanted more cheese, this seems like the perfect girl dinner to me.
This is a hit. Absolute slay.
So convenient.
S tier. Dope. Surprise, surprise. Now to do the thing that needs to be done, but a thing I no longer want to do. Our Munchies Girl Kebab masterpiece. Never was, always Sam. The Leonardo da Vinci of girl dinner. The girlie who has humbled me publicly with her 2-item skewer creation. A friend and foe.
Look, no cope. This was way harder than it looked. I swear, if you are judging us for not being able to assemble this skewer, go get a piece of cheddar cheese and some grapes and try to assemble one of these things. It will not work. You cannot do it without it falling apart. This woman is a mystery. She is an artist.
This was the opposite of girl dinner.
Yeah.
This was hard.
Yeah, this was actual work.
This was a project.
This is arts and crafts.
Oh, you probably are wondering too, but you had the skewer. It fell apart immediately.
Literally just fell apart into a million pieces.
You know what we're doing? We're trying cheddar cheese and green grapes.
I like it. I really like it.
Was it worth like an hour of my life? No.
Not even a little bit.
You know what? I gotta do it though.
Yeah, eat it off the skewer. Do it for the girlies. Nice. In the end, I really do enjoy this combination of cheddar cheese and grapes, but I am absolutely amazed at the fact that she went through the effort to put it on that skewer. I do think that in order for it to be a really good girl dinner, just drop the skewer.
Well, the process pained me. I can say one thing for sure. That's dope. You heard it here, folks. Never making it again, though. But while the sheer amount of effort required to recreate 10 different strangers' resourcefully composed meals completely defies the actual nature of girl dinner, a concept that was never meant to involve planning, coordination, or this many separate dishes, what we're left with from this oddly demanding experience is an absurd amount of snackable items. Items with virtually limitless combination potential that now allow us to create our very own last-minute, low-effort, feebly attempted plates for us to toss together and call girl dinner. Hell yeah.